Education Without Borders, and welcome. This lesson, we want to pick one or two things of lessons learned after you go out of the borders of where you are. I recently had a chance to get out of the borders of the location I am in and traveled to another part of the continent. And I learned one or two lessons, and I think it is always very important that if lessons are learned, if they are not shared, then they are of no use to anyone. What lessons did I learn? Number one, I learned the lesson that never be biased, don't profile people, and number three, don't judge the book by the cover. Why do I say so? I say so because before I left my location and go across the borders on an education trip, I already had my biases about the type of people I was going to meet across the borders. And believe you me, I was very embarrassed because exactly what I thought they were was the opposite. And I looked at myself and challenged myself and asked myself, why were there biases in the first place? I think biases, profiling of people, judging book by the cover, comes out of sheer selfishness. All of us have this tendency of thinking that we are the best or we are better than the other person. And it comes out very strongly, especially when you are crossing the border from your country to another country. It is very interesting because when you are in your own country, or let me say, when I am in my own country, the identity of being a citizen of that country, there's something about already being there that makes it diminish. Such that for as long as I'm within my country, I don't keep saying, identifying myself, being very proud and saying I'm from this and that country, this is our culture, this is what we do when we are here, because we take it for granted until we cross the border and go to another country. Then we carry along all those notions about us and how important we are and how great our country is. And therefore, that is why biases come in, because you elevate yours above everybody else's. In this lesson, we want to say that don't do that, cancel that out, throw it out of the window, because you'll be very embarrassed to look at the biases and to realize that when you point one finger at that other person, you are pointing the other three fingers at yourself. And there's nothing as embarrassing as already having a notion that these people are proud, these people are this and the other, just to find it is the opposite. Let us ask ourselves then, let's assume those people could even be proud. Let's flip the other side of the coin and ask ourselves, the fact that they are proud, there is something good about it. What are they proud about? They are proud of who they are, their identity. They are confident people. They love who they are. And maybe to the outsider, we look at that as being proud and arrogant. That is not to glorify arrogance and pride. We still believe in great value in humility. But what we are saying is give other people a chance. The other person is also somebody with their own values and the things they hold dear to themselves. There are other biases which we all have, that we put a blanket brand to everybody from that particular region. For example, you can say that people from such and such a region or area are conmen, or they can hack your phone, or they can, they are thieves, they are this, all the negative things. But again, without glorifying thieves, stealing, being thugs, being conmen and everything, what are the attributes that make these people be branded that? Maybe the flip side is that they are very clever people. Their abilities, their mental abilities are at a higher level. They're able to do things. It's only that maybe we have been unfortunate enough to come face to face with somebody who has used that skill and knowledge in a negative manner. But if you encounter somebody with that attribute of a very high intellectual level, much higher than myself and yourself, then because maybe we are not able to relate at that level, we label them as conmen, hackers. In Education Without Borders, we are saying, don't brand anybody, don't hold to stereotypes until you learn. In education, there's something called experimentation, data, science. That's a scientifically proven. When you brand people as hackers, as conmen, as thieves, as proud, as arrogant, is there any scientific evidence? This is Education Without Borders, and we want to promote saying anything to be backed by data and by science and by facts. Don't go away, we'll tell you more and demonstrate why we think that stereotyping and branding people negatively really is not called for. Let us hold high to the values that the other person has values. They deserve a chance. They deserve to be given a chance to prove that they have something. This is Education Without Borders again, and we were talking about when you cross borders to go to another region, can you kindly leave your biases behind? We'll tell you more about this subject. Don't go away. This is University of Lagos guest house. So it's a very good idea for universities to come up with guest houses for visiting professors. So I'll just take you through a walk to have a feel of how a guest house should look like. Let's go. That's reception. This is a yard. It's a beautiful yard. You can see that's the yard. You can relax. You can have a feel. So we are now walking down. There's a little lounge. It's a lounge over there. So you can see a lounge. You can meet there with colleagues. There's a TV there. There are also pictures of important people at the University of Lagos. There's also a restaurant. Take you to the restaurant. You can see there is a restaurant. It's called Blossom restaurant for Unilag guest house. Right, so we are inside the restaurant. That's the restaurant. That's the restaurant. In a small, relaxing place within the restaurant at the back for breakfast. I'll take you down now to the view of the lagoon. So it's a nice place. I have stayed here for 3 days, and I would recommend when you come, don't fear coming to Unilag. So if you have any corroborations or you want to come and do examinations, don't fear, because it's a beautiful place. So these are the rooms. There are rooms here. As you can see, that's entrance to one wing called Alpha. It's a nice place. Another one called Bravo. So there's different rooms. It's beautiful. That's a beautiful view of the lagoon. Beautiful view of the lagoon. As you can see, there are vehicles on the one of the longest bridges in Lagos. This is a lagoon. So when you come to University of Lagos, this is how the guest house. Like,
let's go now.